Hello and welcome back to Pittsburgh Transit Ideas. I'm Michael Pato. I'd like to start out by apologizing to anyone who's looking forward to seeing my plans for night buses. That's still coming soon. But while we're on the topic of through routes, there are two other things I'd like to discuss. Today I'd like to discuss how to fix one of the most hated routes in Pittsburgh Transit, 28X. Pretty much every city in the industrialized world has a frequent, reliable, and direct means of transportation between the city center and the airport. Pittsburgh, on the other hand, has the 28X, which is, well, not quite that. In general, I like many of the things that make Pittsburgh stand out from other cities, but our airport transportation is not one of the best examples. The first problem with the 28X is actually finding it. Last time I flew into Pittsburgh Airport, I took the 28X back to the city. But to my surprise, I didn't see a single sign at the airport even acknowledging its existence, much less where to find it. And until I got to the stop itself, tucked away in a quiet corner of the airport, one could be completely oblivious to the fact it exists. In my case, I knew about the 28X and was planning to take it, but undoubtedly there are many people flying into Pittsburgh for the first time who might consider taking public transit to the city if they only knew it existed or where to actually find it. The second problem with the 28X is the detour through Robinson. No one going to the airport from the city wants to stop at IKEA or the mall when they're already running late for their flight. And unless you're illegally parked using the Robinson parking lots as airport parking, there aren't going to be many people who are going directly from Robinson to IKEA either. I mean, it's not like you can exactly put that new bed in your checked bag. So let's eliminate the jog to Robinson and route the 28X directly to the airport. Robinson already has some routes like the 24 and the 29, so let's either run more of those so that people working and shopping in Robinson can get there more easily, or run some of them along the West Busway to make that trip faster. The third problem with the 28X is its usage rules. 28X is one of the few through routes that actually exists in the Pittsburgh Regional Transit network that can provide a single seat ride between the west and the east, but in many cases people aren't actually allowed to use it that way. Many of the stops, most notably the ones in downtown and Oakland, don't allow people to board the bus going east or get off the bus going west, so that eliminates a lot of the potential use for the 28X in a place where it genuinely could be useful. And finally, despite these weird rules designed to improve the bus's speed, it takes way too many stops anyway and doesn't properly utilize Pittsburgh Regional Transit's express infrastructure to give people coming from the east end a faster ride to the airport. Accordingly, I present here my alternative, the East-West Airport Bus. Unlike the 28X, the EWA doesn't stop in Robinson, but just goes directly to the West Busway, where it can take a fast trip to downtown. Once it arrives downtown, it goes straight through as quickly as possible, using the East-West Busway routing described in my last video, and making only a few stops on Liberty Avenue for transfers. Then, it takes the East Busway, where some trips continue on to the Swissvale station at the end of the busway, and others turn off onto the Neville ramp and go to Oakland using the P4 routing described in my first video. Using the East Busway allows the route to be more consistently timed, since it won't run into traffic there. And most importantly, because this route has fewer stops to begin with, anyone can get on or off the bus at any point and use the through route to its full potential. Creating a good means of airport transit is one of Pittsburgh Regional Transit's best opportunities to improve ridership, for both people living in Pittsburgh and people visiting. I encourage PRT to look into the East-West Airport route as a way to create a faster, more consistently timed route to the airport that people might actually want to take. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to see these ideas put into practice, please share these videos as widely as you can and like and subscribe to get them out to more people. Please click on the link in the description or at the top of the channel page to suggest these ideas to Pittsburgh Regional Transit. And if you have any ideas of your own for how to improve the transit infrastructure in Pittsburgh, please leave them in the comments or send an email to pittsburghtransitideas@gmail.com. If I like it, maybe I'll make a video about it. I'll see you soon with my next idea, mixing and matching through routes. Thank you.